So the Sharks lose to the Colorado Avalanche. The Sharks are now mathematically eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs in 2021, which is disappointing, but did anyone really expect us to make it besides that 1 week where we were good? Not really, right? Typical Sharks fashion, they blew a huge lead. Pretty much, if you've been following the Sharks, you've noticed a trend. The Sharks play a good team, they get out to a really nice lead, and then the defense crumbles, the goaltending crumbles, and the Sharks lose in either overtime or in regulation. But tonight it was overtime against the Colorado Avalanche. The Sharks had a 4-2 lead with like 8 minutes left. But no, they can't hold on to that lead. They allow 2 goals. We head to overtime, and just with like 19 or 20 seconds in to overtime, the Avalanche score and the Sharks lose, and it was a really weak goal too. I mean, it was a classic scenario of Martin Jones just being Martin Jones. And, you know, I praised him a lot when he was good this year, but he is just so embarrassing to watch sometimes. But anyways, yeah, so the Sharks opened up scoring 1-0 pretty early into the game. About 3.5 minutes. Evander Kane got a really nice goal. He's been really good this year. He just reached his 500-point mark, but to have a goal, which is really nice, put the Sharks up 1-0. However, Mikko Rantanen, not too long after, the player for the Avalanche, tied up the game at 1 on a pretty nice goal for them on a rebound, and that tied the game up. This was a competitive game. It's just the Sharks tend to lose leads a lot. I can't stress this enough, and it's really hard as a fan because you almost expect it. However, Tomas Hertl did put the Sharks up 2-0 right after the first intermission. 2 minutes into the second, he scored, and it was a pretty nice goal. Hertl has also been having a nice year. He played a really good defensive play and then scored for the Sharks. Evander Kane got his second goal of the game not too long after in the second period, making it a 3-1 game, which is really nice. But Grubauer did play pretty good for the remainder of the second, and we headed into the third with a 3-1 score. Then the Avalanche scored again, however, about 1 minute and give or take 20 seconds into this third period on a Valery Nichushkin, I think I'm saying that right, goal for the Avalanche, making it 3-2. Sharks still had the lead though, but Timo Meier gave the Sharks some insurance with a really nice goal on a fast break, and the Sharks went up 4-2. So this is where everything started to crumble. Gabriel Landeskog, with 11 minutes left in the game, in the third period at least, because we had overtime, scored, making it 3-4. And at this point, I was a little bit nervous because, you know, I was kind of seeing hindsight. I was seeing everything kind of happen and crumble in front of me. And Grubauer played stellarly in the third quarter, in the third period, and the Sharks were not able to score on him. Nazem Kadri tied the game up at 4 with just under 4 minutes left in the third period, and the Sharks were unable to score, and we went to overtime. And then, right as we started overtime, Andrei Burakovsky scored for the Avalanche on a goal tipped in, actually, by Martin Jones off of, I think it was his shoulder or his pad, and it went into the net, winning the game 5-4. The Sharks got the point, but at this point, points don't matter because the Sharks have been mathematically eliminated. So that's 2 years in a row with no playoffs. It's disappointing. I thought this year would be better. We moved to 20, 26, and 6. So, yeah, I mean, we have a really good conference, or division, rather, this year. But, I mean, I had high expectations. It was a good year. I obviously will still be covering the Sharks in these final, 4 or 5 games left. But disappointing, right, to lose and be out because, you know, we couldn't come together at the end of the year. We couldn't pull everything together. Our schedule was tough, but that's it. So Sharks lose to the Avalanche 5-4 in overtime, mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Go Sharks.